Hit record.
We need to bow in, sir.
Okay, we'll see how that works. You guys can still hear me? Yes. Thumbs up. Okay. All right, 준비. Go through our ilsushik derian. So first of all, it's important to understand the proper timing of each count and then understanding the shisan as well. So if you get those two items, if you have the right shisan and then you understand the timing, I think you'll have a good performance on your test. So from 준비 자세. Okay, let's look at technique 1번 to start. So, sorry guys, I'm still trying to figure everything out here. Let's get this up and then down. It's like right in my eyeballs there. Okay, that's better. All right, so return 준비 자세. So ilsushik derian 1번 number 1. We prepare. Okay, nice step. Think about this chamber hand as you fall, weight falls onto your front leg. Then we shift and twist, pivot on the heels. And that's your pause. That's count 1. Then the second count will be the finish. So we'll punch. And then especially at the Dan level, this should be all one motion. So you step back, lift the leg, cheer. Dolio chagi, set it down behind. And then we return. So it looks more or less like this. All together, please. Prepare. Right leg steps, 2 techniques. Hana. We pause. And then finish. Cheer. And return. Okay, so let's try it again all together. Prepare. First 2 motions. And hana. And then last 2, kia. And return. So maintaining the highest level of shimgong. So Carter, I see you like fixing your hair in your dobok and you're not in chunbi. You're fixing your hair while you're still in a sparring stance. Hey, all highest level of shimgong through the whole performance. So here, bend the knees, we prepare. First 2 techniques. Hana. Drive. And then finish. Cheer. And return. 2 and 2. Again, watching and shija. And return. Paro. So those eyes, sometimes it's hard to see when we're virtual, but those eyes have to be laser focused on the opponent. And it's important for you to understand where your opponent is at, right? So here, I step back into Dadian Jase. Everybody watch Miss Espolatova as I challenge her. Okay, so here she's prepared. She's going to do technique Ilban, and she's going to step to the side. Okay, notice how she stepped forward and to the side. Now she's ready to counter strike. Punch, boom, right here. Second punch, hup, right here. See, she's over here from me. And then step across, round kick, right here. And she sets it down behind, return. So make sure you're obviously not stepping forward, but a lot of you stepping sideways this way. Okay, this is incorrect. You should be more this way. Okay, this line. You see how I get closer to the camera? Okay, let's try it again. 2 techniques and hana. 1, 2. Pause and then finish. 1, 2. And return. Paro. Okay, so then we'll go into Sambun, number 3. So this timing is 3 and 1. So we prepare, step, same thing. Remember, we're stepping into the corners, not off to the side. Step into the corner, block. Notice my eyesight didn't move. Here, head doesn't move. Common mistake is for the head to move. So we prepare, we step, block, eyes stay. Notice the weight here. Then we pivot. 1, 2. Notice all of these are on the center line here. 1, target, 2, target. Then we finish, feet come together, we step back and lift. Chia! Side kick, return. So we have the 3, and then we have the 1 on this. Okay, so from here, we prepare. Let's see the techniques. And 3 techniques. Hana. And then finish. Return, paro. So there's a difference between turning your head a certain direction and looking. So I don't know how to be more clear, but like in a hyang, if I'm in chumbi jase, this is turning my head. This is turning my head. This is looking. You see the difference? Okay, when I look, I look. So make sure in your ilsushik derian that as you step, you're not just turning your head, but you're looking who knows where. You're looking. And then as you finish, choop, choop, you're still looking. Now from here, see a more advanced method, demonstrate your expertise. It should be 1, 2, 3. And of all one motion. Cheer! Okay, let's see it. I want to see a strong shisan. Hop! 3. 1, 2, 3. And then finish. And return. Paro. Again, hop. Horo. Oban is 3 and 1. So we prepare. Laser focused here. Kick comes, knees up, knee comes up. Up Chinutki hold. Then little counter wind, block, but look at my shisan. Twist. You see that line? Pull. Eyes. Kick, land it forward. Then step back. Prepare. 3 and 1. Hana. Dual. Set. Finish. Chia. In front. And then back. Step back, prepare. Let's see it. 3 and 1. Okay, and Hana. Dual. Set. That's high, Carter. And then we finish. Aro. Acceleration is another aspect that we should have talked about with 1 and 3, but we're going to address it now at 5. We'll keep going and then we'll do reps of all all of them later on. But a lot of you are moving the same speed the entire time, which is slow and then slow. What you should be doing is fast and then faster, or sometimes slow and then fast. So for example, in number 1, let's do number 1 once together. We'll do 1, then 3, then 5. Number 1, I'm going to prepare slow, and then I'm going to block fast. Slow, fast. But now from here, there's nothing else but fast. So if this was fast, the punch is faster. Tool. And then fast again. Tool. And then you step back and prepare. This is a little slower, slow, fast. But to do it ilsu chic as if somebody was going to punch you in the face and break your nose, you wouldn't demonstrate this way. Kill. But that's the type of energy that I'm seeing from the red belts. Okay, so let's try it again. Let's do Ilban once. A little more energy, a little more intention. Shijak. 1-1. And then finish. Pro. Okay. Anybody watching this, it'd be good watching. Miss Espolatova had a really nice demonstration there. Now we look at Sambon number 3. Just watch the demonstration. With the 3 and the 1. Okay, and Shijak. And return. Horo. The timing must be obvious. There needs to be an obvious 2 and 2 count on number 1, an obvious 3 and 1 count on number 3, and then an obvious count of 3 and 1 on 5. So from here, Oban, prepare. Shijak. Chia. Obvious pause after the punch. Step back, prepare. Let's look at it again. Shijak. And paro. Okay, very good. Okay, so that's Oban. Let's go to Chilban now, number 7. Preparing. Okay, Pate Soandro Chagi comes up. So we start off over here, and then the hook happens right here, and then the knee comes up over here. So we start, we finish, and then the hook happens here. Okay. Hana. See, I'm turned all the way to the side here, and then my knee is parallel with my belt. Higher would be even better, but at least parallel with the belt. Then from here, nice side kick, reset. Step forward, drive, the punch. That's your pause right here. Finish the punch and then reach. But you reach by bending the knee forward more rather than reaching this way. Reach, knee, choop. Contract the core here to the side. Lift, step. Notice my feet are in line. Elbow strike. Look, left leg recovers. Preparing. So from here, again, the kick, make sure that you start here, hook happens here, knee finishes over here. Hana. Clear around. Nice side kick. Punch. Choop. Pause here. Reach. Choop. Knee strike. Lift. Return. Step back, prepare. Let's see it. Kick happens. Hana. Side kick, dual. Punch. That's your pause. Reach, knee strike. Lift, kia. Look, return, paro. Okay, I need to remind everyone from last class, I thought that last class was intense enough, maybe traumatizing enough that you would have learned the lesson. But the hands must be up, shin height or above. As you kick with that crescent, if it's lower, well, I don't know what to tell you after last class. You know what needs to be done. Step back, prepare. Crescent kick, hana. Side kick, tool. Punch, hold. Reach, knee strike. Lift, elbow strike, kia. Return, paro. Okay. And give something now to Miss Espolatova because she's being a real sport and going through this class to help improve your performance based on what we did yesterday in the dawn class is to learn the transitions. How do I transition from one posture to the next? So from here, you feel kind of the kick, 1, 2, 2. Kind of this pull back and then push forward. Okay, kind of a 1, 2 that creates the momentum. Then make sure that the step happens. Step, choop, then punch. Then 1, 2, 2. Okay, you're gonna feel the choop, 2, right? One motion to the next. You want each technique's finish position to prepare you to drive the energy into the next technique. So for example, little sidetracked red belts, ship Ilban. I'm going to demonstrate what this looks like. And then Ms. Espolatova, you can practice that while we work on 9 and 10. So from here, ship Ilban. Front kick, hold. Now set this foot down and that propels you to the round kick. See that? So after the front kick, set it down, turn. Here, turn. Then after here, you hold and then it's 1. Feel this. And then from here, you feel the bounce. 1, 2. Right? So it's a 1, 2. 1, 2. You see that? And then from here, it's 1, 2. So after that kick, finish the kick, pull back, 1, 2. Yeah. So eventually it'll look like this, the finished product. Choop, 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 tia. Does that make sense? So why don't you work on that and that'll keep you up with what we did last time. Okay, back to the red belts. Not sure where Mr. Carter Brown went, but let's have everybody chumbi. Right leg back, prepare. Number 9. Front kick, prepare for the back kick. 1. Is this new maybe? So if we prepare, so right leg back. Go with me for once, Miss Espolatova, so you understand the principle in 9 and 10. Front kick, 1. And then as you set it down behind, your upper body is going to be thrown towards the screen like this. Yeah, so let's try that a couple times. 1, step back and turn. Okay, here again. 1, 2. See how that works? Again. 1, 2. Okay, then the right leg will do the back kick. So we'll continue the kick. No spin here. It's just kick with this leg. You're already turned. Just look over the other shoulder. Okay, then we hold this position here and then block. This is your pause. Throw the arm, punch, drop, lift, front leg steps, kia, and then return. So Miss Espalatova, like we worked on 11 and 12, you see the same thing here where it's 1, 2. 1, 2. 3, 4. Okay, so you see how one technique propels you into the next. Okay, so you can continue with 11, Chumbi Jaze. Step back, prepare, red belts. Okay, front kick and prepare. 1. We throw. Okay, let's try that again. Okay, so our right leg's back. Front kick, 1. And then as you set this leg back, look at my arms are going to go the opposite direction. This way. You see? Here. Good. Let's try that 3 times. Hana. Dual. Set. Okay. Now from here, we're not going to spin. We're just going to look the other way. So we're going to turn our head and kick. Cross on bottom, step wide. If you don't step wide, you won't get the front kick in. I'm sorry, the punch. Then from here, twist, punch comes in. Now I've got a good punch, good chungwal jase here. Okay, drop, lift, step with the front leg, kia. And return, paro. Okay, all right. So I know Ken and Mina, I think this one's new for you, so I'll give you a pass. But Carter and then all the other candidates that hopefully are watching this recorded, the same thing applies where you need to learn how to accelerate with this one step. So if everything's going the same speed, then this isn't going to work. So from here, number 9, kick comes, snap, fast. 1, 2. Notice this motion. We want to see this motion. 1, 2. Then the back kick comes, nice and fast. Snap, kick, pull. Elbows cross, block, already sideways. This step should be obvious. Then from here, we twist, snap, okay, step back, prepare. Let's see it. Make sure you pause on the block. Shujak. Paro. So candidates, just because you don't have a partner, we're not going to be judging your ability with your distance and the target as well. But you better be certain that we're going to be judging even more harshly how you're moving. So make sure each of your techniques is distinct. It's obviously done correctly. Do not perform a kick unless you're able to completely execute the technique. Don't hold it back. So from here, everybody just watch again. I'm going to do it 2 times. First time I'm going to break it down, and then second time I'm going to demonstrate with acceleration. Front kick. Full expression, side view, watch. Here, full expression. Here, pull back, step. You see my arms? Preparation, clearly looking this way. Head turns, watch the completion of the back kick. You see it? Full completion of the back kick, pull it back. Turn, middle block. As I step, train tracks, not here, here. That's important. Everything forward here. Okay, you don't want to be turned this way. Make sure that that belt knot is facing forward. Then, Carter, the front leg steps, not the rear leg. Because you're attacking, so you must advance. Watch the demonstration, full speed. Step back, prepare. Look like Dawn members. Prepare. And hana. All the way. Oro. Step back, prepare. Front kick, full extension, please. 1. Step back, prepare. Throw the arms. Both arms are thrown. You're looking over your left shoulder, not your right, Carter. Okay, next. Back kick, full extension. Go. Elbows touch. You're still turned towards the rear. Still turned towards the rear. Block. Step wide. Sagorip Jase, both knees are bent. Look where your eyes are. They cannot be at the floor. Twist punch to the face. Go. From here, down, up, throw, strike. Kia. Front foot steps. Oro. Okay, Miss Espalatova, why don't you join us with number 9? Step back, prepare, everyone. And Shijak. Oro. Sho. Tobak tangent. Okay, let's look at one repetition of Pyongan Odan. We'll continue to record, and then we're going to break out into groups and look through Naihanji Cho Dan so that that's on the recording. Carter will go over that with you and then make sure that your peers have access to it because we haven't gotten through that as either. So let's look at Pyongan Odan. Chumbi. Everyone. Okay, Ken and Mina, do you have enough space there for the form? Gonna be okay? All right, here we go. Shijak. Okay, return. 바로. Show. Okay. So Ken, Mina, that looks really nice. You haven't gone through this haven't been through this very often, but it already looks very good. Here's just a couple of pieces of feedback. One, I did notice that everything that I've talked about previously, you've already fixed. So I don't know what you're doing at home, but keep doing it. It seems to be working. From here, 1, 2, on this kick, you want to make sure your hip turns and then you're holding your hip back. So instead of this kind of with the knee joint, you want to think about just striking and then holding it back. Does that make sense? Here, you hear the snap? Yeah, that's better. That's better. Yeah, so you want to control it. Strike and pull back. Yeah, it requires a lot of leg control. I usually don't teach that. Then you look and your hip is held back for a nice strike here. Okay, good. Next thing is that, okay, you can stand at attention. The jump is such an awesome move in this form. Don't you agree? Like that technique is just so fun. So you want it to look awesome when you perform it. So all I would say is work on improving the jump. Knee up high like this. I see some people kind of just lifting the leg here without contracting. So good contraction. And then as you step, you see I'm already leaning forward, kind of shifting weight as I step. This way. You see how my knees come into my chest as I'm in the air, and then the landing. This way, okay? From a side view, see how the back is straight and my block is reaching. It's not down. You see how my arms almost look like they're straight out in front of me, right? They're closer to this than they are to this. Does that make sense? Okay, so that's the second one. Miss Espilotova, you keeping track because you're going to take these two.
Yes, sir.
So from here, you just came up and you're about to do this motion. Drop, turn, and then the arms lift up and open this way. Okay? Yeah, so I don't know what you two were doing, but it was a little different. Stay here, turn, and into position. That's better. There, okay, so Mina, you just watch it. Sometimes as you do this, you go up and then come down. So you go too high. Here, see, there's no downward. It's just up and open. If you go too much, then you got to come down. So just pay attention to that. And then from here, 1, 2. Okay? Any questions? All right. You two have fun. It's Miss Espilotova, if you could take that group.
Yes, sir.
Let's see. Okay, we'll just do all of them. So Carter, no, you stay with me. I'm going to open rooms, but Carter and I will stay here. Unless, Carter, you're done for the day. Okay, there you are. All right, so we're going to go through Naihanji Cho Dan. Are you able to show your camera?
Yes, sir. I'm just readjusting my computer.
Let's see. You're trying to say, oh, there you are. Okay. You good? Okay. All right. So we're going to go through Naihanji Cho Dan. So why don't you just be seated like you were and come close to the screen. And I'm going to demonstrate this also because, again, this is recorded. So all candidates who are watching this later, here's what you need to know about Naihanji Cho Dan. First of all, for all of the stances, make sure you're in Kimajase where your toes are turned inward. Your knees should be quite bent here, but it looks like I'm standing up, but it's not this. There's a big difference between this and this. In fact, as I turn my feet outward, I'm not bending my knees anymore. It's just the way that the stance works. Okay, so I'm not changing the stance here. Okay, so knees have to be bent. Make sure that you look before any motion, before you perform a technique in a new direction. Make sure there's a snap of the head first and then a good preparation. Remember, there's a 2 count for each technique. So from here, for example, I prepare and then it's going to be 1, 2. 1, 2, look. 1, 2, look. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, so make sure that you're understanding kind of those 2 counts. Okay, so let's go through it. Irosat, Chumbi, and just follow along with me here. I'm going to do it mirror image so that you can kind of follow along. So right leg comes up, we prepare. Chumbi. Okay, so from here, this way. You notice that step happens as I look. 1. Now lift, I prepare, cross on bottom. Turn, 1, 2, Kimajase. Then from here, open, 1, 2. Look to the front now. Then again, 1, 2. Look, cross the elbows, 1, 2, 1, 2. Those last 2 techniques are run together. 1, 2. Then pivot on the heel. Make sure you do that. Pivot on the heel, step. You're still looking to the side. As the leg lifts up, that's when you look to the front. Okay, then again, 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Over the knee, in line with your body here. Make sure your palm is facing towards your head in a fist. 1, both arms follow. 1, 2. Look. 1, stay low. Turn, 1, 2. Look, other corner. 1, 1, 2. Now from here, you're looking in the corner. Now look to the front. 1, 2, look. 1, 2, Kia. Then you repeat. Cross. 1, 2, 1, 2. Look. 1, 2, look. 1, 1, 2. Those 2 techniques run together. Pivot step, still looking to the side. Lift and look. 1, 2, 1, 2. Next 2 techniques on both sides of the form are run together. 1, 2, 1, 2. Right? So it's those are run together. Then we look to the corner. 1, notice 1, then 1, 2. Look. 1, 1, 2, look. 1, 2, look. 1, 2, Kia. Look on Baro, and the right leg recovers. That's the timing. Now we need to look at the acceleration. So make sure that the techniques are solid and strong. You're not going the same speed the whole time. So just watch this first half here. Okay. And so do you see how with that part that you're still moving quickly? It's deliberate, but there's definitely a preparation and then a fast action with each motion. Okay, so maybe a little too same tempo through the form where we need a little more acceleration. Okay, let's try it. Let's take a look at Carter. Chumbi. Naihanji Cho Dan. Chumbi. 시작. 어로. Show. Okay, not bad. So just work on what I've told you about your proper weapons with the technique. Okay. And then everyone, Carter did this,
Yes,
but
sir.
those of you watching later should remember from here, typical mistake is not to look before that crossed elbow. 1, 2. So here you open, you're looking. Here, look. Here, look. Okay, so make sure you're looking as you go. 1, 1, 2, look. 1, 2, look. 1, 2, 1, 2. You remember that, Carter? All right. Bring everybody back in. Okay, so we've worked on Chilsangiro. I feel like it's pretty clear what the expectation is there. We've also worked on Basai. For Carter and everyone else, remember that there's the Dawn prep course on the digital dojang. And I would go through all of that material this weekend so that you understand what all the testing requirements are and the expectation of performance. Okay, yes, Carter, let me put in my earbuds so that I can hear you.
Last I checked, there was the El Sushik and wrist grab.
Start over.
Last I checked on the Dawn prep course, there wasn't anything for the El Sushik or wrist grabs.
Wrist grabs are not part of your test, but the 1 steps are definitely on there. So you'll want to look again. Definitely the 1 steps are on the Dawn prep course.
Okay, I will.
So the Dawn prep course also gives you access to the white and orange, green and red belt courses as well. Okay. All right. So let's go through our kicking drills just to, let's see. No, let's not. Let's see where Ken and Mina are. We're going to stop recording. And I think that was good enough for the candidates. Okay. So you can review everything else on the digital dojang.